everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's City Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be in the instance of VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head on over to Twitch. And if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay, guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is SCARLE Yogani, and SCARLE Yogani is a female English language VTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI and 6-Wave Illunia. So why are we talking about SCARLE? Well, guys, SCARLE has had some health issues. So this is posted on SCARLE's X account on August 17th. And SCARLE says, "Hello, I'm terribly sorry for worrying everyone. I've been having a lot of chest pain and heart palpitations this week. Today was increasingly worse than usual. My heart felt like it was going to rip out of my chest and I couldn't breathe and my body felt numb. I was rushed to the ER and it was a heart attack symptom, but it was cardiomyopathy. I promise I am okay and I'm getting proper care that I need and I'll be on my way home soon. I'm terribly sorry my tweet was very small and short. I didn't want to worry anyone and if I didn't show up to stream, so I just wanted to get something out to let you know. Take care of yourselves. For me, I'll see you soon, heart." So obviously that's very scary. So there's some of her coworkers. We got Ren saying, "I hope you're okay, SCARLE. That's so scary. Please take a break from the internet if you need. You don't need any added stress right now." Ryoma says, "That's scary. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay and you're safe now. Take it easy, SCARLE." So if you are a fan of SCARLE and wondering what's going on, she did have a bit of cardiomyopathy. So let's see what some people on Reddit are saying. Kiat says, "Holy shoot. I know she's trying to comfort people by downplaying this, but heart problems are absolutely no joke. I really hope she is actually okay." Tayashi says, "Geez, so it's heart disease. She really needs to take care of herself. Thoughts and prayers." Moog says, "Yeah, I know how she feels, man. It's really effing horrible how weak you feel when you got heart problems. I'm glad she's okay, and I hope that people are with her because, man, you can get panic attacks so fast. For people that think that they have something in their blood pressure or anything related to heart, please go to a doctor even if it is a false alarm and take care of yourself." If you are a fan of SCARLE, just make sure to engage with this post just to show her some love because definitely anytime there is a health crisis, it's always a little bit worrisome for a VTuber, so just make sure to go engage with this post. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is VSHOJO, and VSHOJO was a US-based VTuber agency headquartered in San Francisco. In July 2025, the company faced accusations of failure to pay talents for several months, as well as withholding over $500,000 in charity donations during the Ironmouse subathon. Within 3 days, all the group's members shortly resigned, and founder Gunrun announced VSHOJO shut down. And within VSHOJO, there was a talent named Ironmouse, and Ironmouse is a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico. So why are we talking about VSHOJO and Ironmouse? Well, guys, Ironmouse has released a video posted on the VSHOJO subreddit, posted by Doesn't Work for Is, saying, "It seems like VSHOJO allegedly interfered and prevented them from participating in conventions without their knowledge." This is a video.
"I'm looking forward to seeing you again at Anime NYC next week
I
at
will
the
be
Starlight
there.
Revolver main stage panel.
I will be there. I'm hoping that I will be able to go to more conventions soon. There were some issues. Without going into too much detail, there were some issues regarding things as to why I didn't go to many conventions. I wish I could share it with you guys, but I can't. But I promise you that when I'm able to share with you guys, I will let you guys know. Because it was an issue that frustrated me beyond belief. Which is why there were some conventions which I was asked to be a part of, and then all of a sudden I got ghosted. But it wasn't that I got ghosted. It wasn't them at all. It wasn't them at all. In Minecraft. So imagine my surprise when I realized all the conventions that I wanted to attend to, I could have done it if I was independent, but that's fine now. I'm independent now, so that darn Minecraft mod pack, I tell you.
So in quote unquote in Minecraft, it's interesting, right? Like what an agency does behind the scenes that like you don't really realize. Hopefully when things get sorted out, we'll be able to get more of a clear answer from Mousy, but let's see what some of the people on Reddit are saying. Wolfing says, "Build company for increasing talents, business opportunities. Block talents, business opportunities. High level management move." Lower Stir says, "I suspect this is due to VSHOJO and the convention not being able to agree on a fee for talent attendance. Talent appearance does not have a direct monetary benefit for VSHOJO, so they are probably trying to normalize higher fees for appearances." A Time Travel Rabbit says, "One time Ironmouse said she wanted to go to a Puerto Rican convention, then weeks later mentioned how the company said they never responded back. Now we know that VSHOJO was lying to her." Okay, so anyways, guys, so it looks like now that Ironmouse is independent, maybe she will be attending more conventions, hopefully one in your area. But yeah, it kind of seems like VSHOJO was preventing a lot of opportunities, which sucks. Anyways, that's just a little update on VSHOJO and Ironmouse. This is a story that's just going to have more information. It's just we have to sit back and wait until all the legal stuff is done. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is KSON, and KSON is an English and Japanese language independent VTuber. She joined VSHOJO in 2022 and left the group in July 2025. So I was talking about KSON. Well, guys, KSON has a video with an ex-VSHOJO staff. So this is posted on the KSON subreddit, posted by Rio, and it says, KSON found some more money that VSHOJO stole and talks to ex-VSHOJO staff. Let's take a look. An urgent update here. In the case of the money VSHOJO owes us, there's been so many updates, all of them just as sickening. Fortunately, there's been so many places contacting me for work right now. I also got some who used to sponsor me back at VSHOJO. So I told them we can just go with the same contract as before. But do you know what happened when they did? The terms were totally different from what I knew. VSHOJO originally takes a cut from the merches. But for sponsorship, the contract was that 100% goes to the talents. Turns out they've been taking so much from sponsorship expenses. By the time it got to the JP manager, and it says deals have to go through HQ first, they say, you got this deal, they'll pay you this much, they'd like to work with you. That's how they pass the work to me. Turns out they've been presenting the numbers after they already took a cut from what the client paid. Then tell us, okay, so the pay is going to be this much, how about it? Telling us we get 100% of the pay. Oh my God, that's so sneaky, that's so sneaky. They're giving us 100% after already taking their cut. So much lying, I can't even believe it. But to be blunt, that's still the tolerable part. I know other companies also do that in secret. This industry is full of shit. Basically, from the budget the client offered, they've been nickel and diming all they can get. For the staff sans who actually went to the place with me, it's fair to get the money for their expenses and their pay for the job. But for the staff who just came on their own volition, they also have been asking for lodging and other expenses as part of my job. When I meet those mother effers on location, I did say, oh, I didn't know you were coming. Turns out you were using me to come. I found out that happened so many times. I mean, they didn't even pay the share they promised me anyway. So splitting the shares was pointless either way. In the end, they didn't pay shit. So I used to work as a staff for VSHOJO JP. Yes, I did. But since the company got snapped out of existence, so you're fired? Basically, yeah. They were like, emergency meeting now. We're out of money. Release the announcement in 2 hours. Bye. Oh my God. Let's see what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. Akkad says, never seen a VTuber company self-implode this hard since the Titan submarine. Oh no. Psychological says, VSHOJO is coming for NIJISANJI's black company crown. Essentially, not only was VSHOJO not delivering on their promises, they were also skimming money off of the sponsorships as well. Of course, it takes time and effort to find these sponsorships, but you need to be forthcoming that you are going to be charging a fee to these talents. If you were upfront and forthcoming and be like, hey, I need to dedicate this person to finding sponsorships, I need to pay this person this much, this is going to be coming out of your funds, then that's completely reasonable. However, lying to everybody, definitely not okay. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you surprised if VSHOJO took money from sponsorships too? Let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Matara, and Matara is an independent English-speaking VTuber formerly affiliated with VSHOJO. So why are we talking about Matara? Well, guys, this was posted on the KSON subreddit, posted by Lucia729. So this says, Matara discusses how both corpos responded to her ideas and projects. And so if you guys remember, Matara was a part of NIJISANJI and then also part of VSHOJO and now is independent.
For the past 5 years, I have been in many groups. And when I entered a group, I had a lot of ideas. And people told me my ideas are shit. And management told me my ideas are shit. And then later, when we did my ideas, I was like, wait a second. So they're not shit. And they do work. And they're good. And then when I entered another group, I wasn't told that my ideas were shit. I was just told this idea is too hard to do. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the bandwidth. We can't do these things. Lately, when it came to plans, projects, ideas, I just think to myself, I think about one person in particular and I think to myself, they did that, so I can do that. And I have just been doing that. I'm sorry, it's so vague. I promise you, by the 2-year anniversary and by TwitchCon, you'll be able to see a few of the ideas that I've had cooking. I'm sorry that it's so vague. And I promise you, it's gonna make more sense in the end. Just remember, Matara did some cooking at EVO. What kind of happened accidentally at EVO was I was telling people about a few projects that I have cooking. And the amount of folks who are like, I want to be a part of this. I want to help. I want to do this. It's not an agency. Don't worry. It's nothing like that. But the amount of folks who are like, let me help you. Let me introduce you to somebody who can make this come to life. Let me make this a possibility for you.
Wow.
And all I have to do right now is to just cook.
Let's see what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. They're done says, this is expected. VSHOJO was always an agency, not a corporation, not to defend their later actions, but it is pretty far-fetched for an agency to do some high budget stuff when they barely get anything in return. Hololive can do concerts, talents can spend their allocated annual budget to help pay for their 3D lives, and so on, but the price of all this is very high. Corpos take roughly half of your income, own your IP, and dictate what you can and cannot do. But if an agency doesn't own your IP and merely takes a cut from merch and sponsors only, then you cannot expect to have the same benefits and perks as someone from Hololive and other corpos. This is a very big conversation. When talents have amazing ideas, I think that it's a good idea to definitely help them along in their idea. Even if VSHOJO couldn't financially cover it, they could have found a way to do it. When corporations kind of step in the way, being like, no, this is not feasible. No, this is a shitty idea. No, it kind of really hurts the talent, right? Maybe this isn't financially feasible. How can we find a way to make it work, right? Because if there's a will, there is a way to make it work. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Dokibird, and Dokibird is an independent English language VTuber, originally debuting in May 2020. So why are we talking about Doki? Well, guys, Doki has a wiener dog named Dad, and this is posted on Doki's X account. This is posted on August 17th, and Doki says, oh my god, Dad is home and he's gained so much weight at the dog sitter because of his medication. My wiener dog has become a thick sausage dog. He's fully recovered now, but he's gonna have to go on a diet. So this is his little face. Look at his little cutesy wootsy face. Look at this little face. Look at this guy. So sweet. And then Doki says he thick now. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Shylily. And Shylily is a female independent VTuber from Germany based in the Netherlands. And this is VCard. And VCard is essentially a VTuber card collecting game. So why are we talking about Shylily and VCard? Well, guys, Shylily answered a question that someone had asked in regards to if Sinder is going to be in the VCard set 2. So let's take a listen. So if you guys are not aware, Sinder had some pretty hefty controversy and had been removed from a lot of the VCard advertisements. So let's take a listen here.
I have a question, and I may come to regret asking it. While I hate to bring it up, I noticed yesterday that when BuffPup was pulling cards from Volume 1 the V-cards, a certain someone who shall not be named was a part of the deck. Cards on the table, is Sind's likeness still going to be included? Or is she out completely after everything that has happened?
I don't know.
Sorry for bringing it up, but my curiosity got the better of me, Pekakoba.
Chad, I don't fucking know. I told you I don't have a hand in who is and isn't part of the game. I never wanted that. It was the first ride I got rid of. Ever since it came out, and I've been probably repeating this like rather occasionally, the first thing I said is, I will absolutely not be responsible in picking and choosing who is and isn't part of the card game. Can you imagine the drama I'll be in? On the other way around too, can you imagine all the drama when someone isn't part of it? And then they're like, Lily, what the fuck? If there's one thing I don't want to have the responsibility for, it's picking and choosing who's part of this.
So this is a VCard TCG, says, we are a team VCard, ask us anything. It says, thank you for submitting all your questions to the VCard team. We are beyond excited to Awakened World launches on Friday. So here is the question from Altruistic Grape saying, why is Sinder not part of the new set? Will she be in any other sets or packs, or will she be removed entirely? And then the dev says, to be transparent, Sinder hasn't made any content and we don't know if or when she will. If she comes back to making content in the future, we will have that discussion. Then Intrinsic says, I see. To be honest, I asked because there's still a lot of pyropups, myself included, who have been very concerned about that. We miss Sinder and we were afraid that others would just completely remove her and act like she doesn't exist. Thank you for giving me an answer to my question. Anyways, guys, I mean, that is a very fair point. I mean, if a content creator stops making content, are they really a content creator? Yes, technically speaking, yes. I mean, I will say content creation is a very stressful job. You always got to be pumping out stuff all the time. I mean, it's a fair point. However, considering what happened with Sinder, you can kind of understand their hesitancy to like want to have her in more of the VCard stuff. Anyways, guys, if you want more coverage on what exactly happened with Sinder, if you go to my channel and go to like the live tab, I did a 7-hour coverage on the entire Sinder story there. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of news. This is Mint Fantomes, and Mint Fantomes, also known as Made Mint, is an independent female English and Japanese speaking virtual YouTuber that debuted in July 2020. So why are we talking about Mint? Well, guys, Mint has debuted a new outfit. This is posted on her YouTube channel. This is actually the outfit live. This is posted on X, and this is posted by Arami Gabarun. It says, I drew made Mint Fantomes' new outfit. Please keep looking after my cute daughter from now on too. So you can see here, this is the new outfit. So we got like little pigtails and slouchy socks and short shorts and big oversized sweater, which is very cute, very sweet. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of Mint, make sure to go check out her new outfit. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of news. This is VyVid, and VyVid is a VTuber group who live streams talent on YouTube. Their mission is to bring imagination vividly to your life. Okay, guys, so why are we talking about VyVid? Well, guys, within VyVid, there was 3 talents, Eva, Ananova, Samari Bun, and Fish. So this is Eva Ananova, and this is her dreaded black and white text. So this is posted on Eva's X account on August 16th at around 8:19 p.m. And Eva says, important announcement regarding my activities with VyVid. So here it says, important announcement. Thank you for your continued support of Eva and Anova. Effective immediately, I will be leaving VyVid. First, I wanted to say that I'm grateful for the opportunity I was given to be part of VyVid. I met so many amazing people, Nova Bites, and learned so much. Thank you to my talent manager who has always gone above and beyond and been so supportive. It's been a bumpy ride, but I don't regret anything at all. When I first joined VyVid, it was supposed to be something completely different than what it turned out to be. I fought a battle with myself whether to forfeit everything I worked so hard for or push through. I decided to stay because this was my last attempt I would give to become a VTuber. Things got rough a while after debut. There was lack of communication, delays in editor/talent payment, project delays, and merchandise delays. I tried my best to understand life gets in the way and to be empathetic, but I felt stuck and held back, which is a large part in why I decided to leave. I'm excited to continue as Eva and Anova and retain my intellectual property. I wish things went according to plan, but sometimes life throws challenges and you have to figure out how to overcome them. Let's close this chapter and start an even more exciting one. Your one and only Eva and Anova. So that's Eva. This is Bunana. So this is posted on Bunana-chan's X account. And Bunana says, important announcement regarding my affiliation with VyVid. Thank you for everything. It says, thank you so much for your continued support of Bunana. This notice is to inform you that effective immediately, I'm no longer affiliated with VyVid agency. My time there came with its fair share of rough patches, especially at the start. I was uncertain whether to debut under VyVid or not, but I couldn't bring myself to part with my IP, a design I had carried over from my previous channel. Despite this, looking back, I would have made the same choices as there were many moments I'm grateful for, especially meeting all of you, my supportive talent manager, and friends I'll always hold dear. Throughout this journey, I was met with communication challenges and often operated independently, managing many aspects on my own, just as I did before joining the agency. This experience has only strengthened my commitment and excitement to continue creating as an independent VTuber with full ownership of my IP after fulfilling all contractual obligations. I understand this news may come as a surprise to some of you, and for that, I'm truly sorry. While I had hoped for a better ending, I'll carry the lessons I've learned with me, keeping my best interests in mind. I'm excited to continue creating and growing together with you. Thank you for staying by my side. Bunana, paradise forever. Anyways, guys, so it looks like from this VyVid, only one talent member is left, Fish. So in regards to the last member, Fish, if you take a look at their X account, it looks like they have taken an unofficial hiatus in regards to school. And that was back in July 2024. They haven't posted on X since July 2024, so likely probably aren't returning either. So it looks like everyone has gone. So if you're a fan of any of the talents of VyVid, please make sure to go support them as they transition into independent VTubing, and this is when they're going to need your help the most. Okay, guys? On to the next piece of news. This is VTenshi. So why are you talking about VTenshi? Well, guys, looks like VTenshi is also disbanding. This is posted on VTenshi's X account on August 17th, and VTenshi says disbandment/graduation announcement. All the members have tried their best to avoid this outcome without success due to circumstances out of their control. We hope you understand. Please keep on supporting the members and VTenshi. We are forever grateful. Thank you. So here's the announcement here. It says, important announcement. As of today, the 18th of August, 2025, VTenshi will be disbanding/graduating. Since the very first day we collabed, before we were even a group, we have all had a beautiful and strong connection that has pushed us through many rough patches and difficult situations. However, life has been cruel to all of us individually, to the point most members are on hiatus or unable to stream consistently. Because of our difficult life situations, we have no way of knowing when or if everyone will be back and active, so we have made the hard decision to end our branding as a VTuber group because the expectations, labeling, and more have caused us more pressure than planned due to our circumstances, which is the exact opposite of what we always wanted. One thing we want to make very clear is we all remain friends and will always be in each other's lives. All the time we spent as VTenshi was beautiful, and we have made unforgettable memories with each other, and this will not be forgotten. Our relationships with each other have not changed, and we still consider each other family. However, it is in everyone's best interest right now to not have a label surrounding us and just be what we always intended to be. Friends. Our time as a group may be ending, but our time as friends is infinite. In our hearts, we will always be VTenshi. Thank you for your continued support to VTenshi and all the members for the 1.5 years we spent together. May we meet again in some faraway future as better versions of ourselves. Love, Net, Himeko, Yishka, Naomi, Nami, and Rami. If you are a fan of VTenshi, just know that they have disbanded, but please make sure to check out all of the talents there. So within VTenshi, these are the members. We have Netcore, Yiska, Himeko, Nami, Naomi, Kyuki, and Rami. So these are all the members. Okay, guys, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And if you can't catch me on Twitch, that's no problem. I do have a channel called Lydia VTuber VOZ, and it's a backup of all of my gameplay, and I've probably played through some of your favorites, so definitely go take a look. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, see, okay, Hagfish, if that's what it takes to get over your block, you know, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Do you want me to write some Rima Lydia fanfiction? All right, I'll do it. Okay, here we go. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here we go. Rima woke up in the stable, feeling a little hungry. Rima looked over at her carrot bin, but found an unfamiliar face. Lydia looked up at Rima pensively. Hey, can I, borrow this carrot? Lydia said longingly. Rima was confused. How did you get past my security cameras? Lydia smiled with a cat-like grin. I just climbed your back while you weren't looking there, lol. Rima gave it a thought. She said, give me back my damn carrot. Lydia smiled mischievously and says, make me a ... Oh my god. Okay,